According to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United are now showing interest in Nicolas Jackson from Chelsea. And what has been the reactions from both teams' fans? Let's talk about Chelsea fans first. To Chelsea fans, it was such a relief because Nicolas Jackson has lost the fans' trust. I don't think there are any parts, any section of the fans that still believe in Nicolas Jackson. Not even when we've seen what João Pedro and Liam Delap can offer to the team. They offer something really different and better than what Nicolas Jackson had offered. And so I used to be one of those people that will always come out here to talk on his behalf to support him. But after I watched João Pedro, I feel Jackson doesn't need any time. He doesn't need any more time to show us anything at Chelsea. So now I think I also lost the trust. And I think the best thing for Nicolas Jackson, for the team, for the club, and also for the fans is for Nicolas Jackson to look for somewhere else where he can prove himself. And now that Manchester United have come forward with an interest in signing him, I think it is a good opportunity for him to go there and then try to prove us all wrong. I will be glad if he can prove us wrong because I love him as a person, but he is such a bad player if you ask me. So how are the Manchester United fans reacting to this? Chelsea fans are excited because they want to get rid of a player they don't want. But Manchester United players, they don't want the transfer. The same way Arsenal players don't want the transfer of Madueke, but they've got no other option. The board, the manager wants him, so they got the deal done. So that's going to be the same situation here with Nicolas Jackson to Manchester United. The Manchester United supporters don't want this deal, but the board and the manager, they want this deal. So that means it's likely Manchester United get a deal done. That is if they are able to meet the valuation of this player. You understand? You know, they are still struggling to meet the valuation of Brian Mbeumo from Brentford, even though the deal is going to happen because Manchester United don't have any other team who are into that race with them. So for Nicolas Jackson, if they are able to meet Chelsea valuation, the deal can happen. And this is going to be my prediction. This is my take on this deal. Nicolas Jackson is not that bad. The only problem he's having at Chelsea is that he has lost confidence, he has lost trust. Before, Maresca used to at least support him, you know, but with João Pedro, with Liam Delap, and with what these guys had shown to us in the Club World Cup, I think also Maresca lost trust. So you see, he moved from being the number one choice to the third choice. And now that Chelsea are still in the market trying to sign another striker, I think it's over for Nicolas Jackson at Chelsea. It's over. So the best place he can go to is Manchester United. He has a lot to prove there. And Manchester United got Ojlund. You know how bad the performance was last season. At Chelsea, we thought Jackson was bad. At least he still scored some goals for us last season. You can't compare him to Ojlund. And we all could remember how much Manchester United paid to sign this guy from Atalanta, right? If I'm yeah, Atalanta. You know how much they paid to sign him. So if they can spend that same amount of money to bring Nicolas Jackson to Old Trafford, I believe it's going to worth it. Nicolas Jackson is better than Ojulon. If you ask me, Nicolas Jackson had a lot, not just the goals. Only if Nicolas Jackson can just work on how he converts, he miss a lot of chances. I just think he can work on that, and he's a fine player. So Now my biggest fear is I hope Chelsea is not making a mistake, sold Madueke to Arsenal now willing to sell Nicolas Jackson to Manchester United. But for now, it's still a rumor. But truly, Manchester United have shown interest. So we don't know if this is going to result into them signing him. But one thing is certain, Nicolas Jackson might not be a Chelsea player when the season starts. So let's sit down, relax, and look at how the dramas unfold.